Nothing else so sure. Give you more and more. Show you what I have in store. They might wanna play. They'll get on your way. Another day. And all you want. Never know what spice that makes you hot. You know. Yeah. I know. I can sing, right? I know. Happy Friday, everybody. How y'all feeling in there tonight? Cheer. How y'all feeling in here this evening? There it is. Y'all got the notification. Get on in there. Do what it does, because it does what it do. All right? Come on in here, child. While we wait on the other.
Hey, guys.
This evening. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
You feeling all right?
I'm feeling awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Have a little migraine. I just took a powder aspirin so I can work faster.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you. Thank you, guys.
Happy Friday. Oh, better. Latura. What's up, Janita Joe? Is that you, Janita? Is that you? What you singing tonight, Janita? Andrea Davis. What's up, Rachel Wu? Is that Karen over there? Fax 100. Josie Curry. Beth Mikey. Will. Howard. Oh. What's happening, champ? What's up, Honeybee Lee? Janie Cross. Edith. See you over there, Edith. That's my little part right there. Come on in here, woman.
Hello. Happy Friday, everybody.
Keisha J, welcome to the stage. Yes. How's the Friday treating you, Keisha?
It's going pretty good.
All right. Okay.
I'm just, it's good as it can fit.
Kim G. Sunshine, yes. What's up, Marilyn Brown?
You know, today one of those Fridays for me where I got bittersweet news. I guess God was like, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to give you this anyway.
Yeah.
Franklin. What's going on? Author Patricia Hopkins. Queen V.
I like the title.
Yeah.
How y'all feel? Is everybody ready to go, man? I hope y'all ready tonight, man. Sig Thomas in the building. What's going on? Tasha T. Yeah, Young Chaos. Janet Cross. Did I get everybody? I don't see everybody. For some reason, I don't get to see everybody in the chat. I don't know why. I wouldn't be able to see everybody, but say something. Maybe because you ain't saying nothing. That's what it is. Say something. All right, y'all. What's up, Queen B? Stanley Rogers in the building. Value Val. Beth Mikey. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get to it. Yeah. We're about to get.
What's going on over there?
Oh my God.
DJ, you cut. That's it. That's the third time. Look, DJ, you're cut. You are cut. It's over. This relationship is over. Okay.
Until next, Sunday?
We'll talk about, their position, sooner than later. What's up, Ken? What's up, Keisha Spady? Queen V, Karen is in the building. Rochelle, I see you. I see you. Because, of course, now y'all know. I already know. Don't start even pretending. We gonna shout some people out, some special people now. Some special people in the house, y'all. You hear me?
Okay.
Because, good gracious, ain't no party without sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, we talk about how important money is not, and yet at the same time, it still is somehow. Makes itself needable. So can I shout out, hey, Ola? Did you hear that? You heard that? I told you I should have been a DJ, man. Thank you so much. This week and today, yes, indeed, of course. Come on, Connie. No better than that. Connie Barnes. Yeah, man. You know, I just want to say thank you. Just want to say thank you. Are y'all ready for tonight? Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Dig in these crud balls behind this. I said, are y'all ready?
Yes.
To get all up in they hind pockets.
I am.
Because we starting it out with how I want this to be on everybody tonight. I want y'all to feel this. You sacrifice everything in your life, everything, every relationship, everything. Your credit, your car, your background, your job, your business, your home, your family, your friends, all of your relationships.
Yes.
Okay? And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning.
Your image and your credibility. You got to put that out there.
Give you a glass of cold water. If you ask that person, hey, can you give me some water? All that you sacrifice, they look at you like you lost your mind.
They gonna call the police. They gonna say, I need a restraining order.
What you mean? Get you some water. You go get some water and give me some while you at it.
Right.
For somebody that wouldn't even get you a cold glass of water. Y'all didn't hear me this evening. Y'all couldn't have heard me this evening. Cause see, if somebody would have told me that way, which someone did, yes, someone did.
Yeah.
All that you did, all that you gave, all of the consistency that you gave for someone that did not even see fit to get out of their bed, not one time.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about, hey, babe, go get me, okay, now you got the water now, go get me a sandwich. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you done co-signed for their new car and you thirsty. And this fool, I'm not getting out the bed to go get you some. Are you crazy? You get you some water. Man, you go, why, what's your leg broke? You can't do it. And matter of fact, while you're at it, get me some.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get out the bed. You mean get off the PlayStation? Go get a glass of water. God knows he's not getting off that Call of Duty for me. Lord knows it was always hold up. And that's 2 hours later where I've already done it myself. He used to push me to the point where I didn't want to do nothing because he said, hey, you're only doing that so you can ask me to help.
Woo!
No. Yeah.
Whoa, Thunderbolt just came through. Good gracious. You only do it. So now, not only am I not going to do what you asked, because I ain't doing it, but now I done turned it around on you to say the only reason you doing it, only reason you doing it so you can ask me to do something.
Yep.
Because I ain't doing nothing. Not for you. I ain't doing, no, not doing nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. Not
Well,
doing nothing. Not doing nothing. Y'all remember what's his name? Bernie Mac on Players Club. Not getting nothing. You get nothing.
I'm telling you, man, I can't move a couch without him thinking I need his help. He didn't want to take out the garbage. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to get off that game because he probably was secretly chatting with people on that game.
Yeah.
That's why nobody spends hours and hours and hours and hours after hours on a video game just playing around and then cut it off when you come upstairs.
And mad. And mad.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
What, man? What now, man? Damn. Always something with you. It's always something, man. I'm tired of this.
It's so funny. My daughter we were talking the other day, and she was like, it's just crazy. That man could have had his own business, but now he got to answer to somebody. He sabotaged it. I was trying to get a business that he said he wanted. I came up with the money. I hustled for that money, and he sabotaged everything. And we were in the process of buying a house, just got a car. God caused all that to fail. He said, no, you ain't going to be with this person. I cannot let that go through. I built his credit. I built mine, everything.
Whoa.
And he went off and got credit cards and cars over in the new situation, but I ain't heard about it. I've not heard about it. I never was.
Mm-hmm. And that was your favor on your life. That's that transfer stuff. It'll elevate their life, everything that they have ever lost. I mean, they get blessed so much. Like I said, I've literally seen God not only get this man some teeth, but I gotta keep talking about the teeth. When they gone. Not only get this man some teeth, but he gave him the opportunity to be able to parent his son.
Before we start joning on him, you know what I'm saying? Before we start joning on him, we gotta look. We gotta be a little. We say, hey, Keith, this dude came up to you and started talking to you, and he had no teeth. Wow. Come on, man. Come on.
And I understand he came with the God card. He came with the God card. It's like, come as you are. How can you judge? And I'm sitting there like, God, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because I laugh a lot. That might be like he might get resentful because my teeth. He started using my toothbrush and everything. I was like, look at your teeth and your gums.
He's brushing that joint. He's like, yeah,
God.
It's like, I'm gonna use her toothbrush. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be like her. That's what they do. But God blessed. He blessed this man with everything that he ever had wrote in a book that he didn't have as a victim. I never seen my son. Blah blah blah. This dude, soon as he got it, sabotaged it. They come with the spirit of sabotage. He threw away his son. I still have custody. That's what happened today. The police in California, like, hey, you the guardian, blah blah blah. We got a situation here. I'm like,
oh my.
Still the narcosphere. The narcosphere will come and find you.
It will.
You can be divorced. They can be remarried. They will find you. Okay.
But look, this is the thing. We so badly want them to get their karma and not realizing how people get it. When you see them off and it looks like they're being blessed, listen, they are only going up so that they can crash right back down.
Yeah.
I don't care how you position a narcissist. They are going to destroy it. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That is the nature of that beast. They live, and it's like a black cloud follows them, okay, around, and every time they touch something, everything they touch will fall. Okay. And you're watching right now, you're actually watching him become your footstool.
Yeah.
And look, you're not even gonna want the footstool. That's the part we didn't never hear in that scripture. Like, man, I don't want that as no footstool. I don't want that thing around. No, 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 let it go. Let it go. Guys, I gotta share with y'all, man. I had a session yesterday. I had a session last night, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all this was the most triggering session I've ever had. Yeah, I had a session last night, and it was almost like I was like, no, hold on, what's her name? Because this ain't no way we had to been dealing with the same one. Woo. And it's like when you talk to somebody and they say trigger words, phrases that the narc has told you before. You like, whoa, hey, hold on, slow down, bro. Slow down. That is it literally takes you back in the arena. It takes you back in. But you know what, guys? It feels so good to be on this side.
It does.
Of domination. Because even when I'm triggered, it's not painful. Yeah, hey guys, so that's what I want to share with everybody in the chat tonight. Okay. Even when you get triggered, when you're on the other side of this, there is no pain connected to it anymore.
No, not at all. You'll think about it because you're human and you're normal, but then you just brush it off of you because it's nothing. And I'm laughing at PK. She said brown teeth almost choked because she's not lying. This dude would brush his teeth and literally when he spit the water out, it was brown.
Oh my God. It's something about that dental hygiene. They do not take care of themselves. They really don't.
Like a crime scene over there.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Oh my God. But let me say this though. I think that we shouldn't say God bless them. I think that the devil will have to pat them on the back with something to keep them being who they are. Because they have to feel like at some point that they're winning or they're going to reflect on their life and the things that they've done and possibly try to do something about it. So he have to give them that what looks like a blessing.
There you go.
Keep them doing what they're doing.
Gotcha.
They did a destiny exchange. And that's when, so like even when the Bible talk a lot about how our souls can be ensnared or trapped. And what happens is when a narc crosses the path, that's an ensnarement for your soul. So you have these gifts, you have things that God has blessed you with. It's like bright and it's a star involved in everything. But once you interact with them and there is a contract, whether it's an intimate or intercourse contract or whether it's a marital contract, a contract happens. When that covenant happened, a destiny exchange. So all of their sabotage failures, their dark, gloomy cloud, you get all of their demons, and then all of your good stuff, they get. Everything the enemy give in his kingdom, even with the celebrities, everybody being rich, those are things that are stolen from people that God had chose, like from his chosen people. He's a thief, a liar, a thief, and an offer. Like, we know the other word, but that's all he does. And he cannot do anything else but to destroy, to steal, and off somebody or off their destiny or anything like that. And narcs are his servants. Those are his agents.
Yeah.
And we think they're happy. Like we're like, oh, they're happy and they boss and their daddy is the devil. There is no happiness when your boss and your daddy is the devil. There's no joy. He is not a good boss or a good daddy. I mean,
they running around. Man, listen, these people running around every single day, laughing, thinking something funny. Ain't nothing funny. Laughing ain't nothing funny. Ain't nobody said nothing funny. Everything around them is, oh, it's this, it's that. No, it's not this, it's not that. These people are absolute maggots. They are, listen, parasites. They want to make you. The only reason that they're doing what they're doing 100% of the time is to make it look like to you. They know that you care about them. They know that you going through something. Guys, let's just be real about this. You can't just be in a relationship with somebody for years at a time and they just left you one day for somebody else and you didn't feel nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't work like that for nobody.
No.
It doesn't work like that for anybody. They know what you're going through. They know what you feel. And that's why I look at them and I can identify the devil when I see it. Because who even thinks like that?
Yeah.
That's human. Who even thinks like that? Like, oh,
and we don't.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous because
right. And we're based in reality, like what they did, and this is what makes it so painful, because it does hurt, because we are still in reality, like we're still in the land of reality. They just ventured off and jumped to another alternate universe, like they're in a delulu land, a false fantasy of whatever they create at that moment. They're never based in reality. Once reality starts to hit them, they get overwhelmed, scared. If they can't cry like a baby and get people to be mama and dada, they gotta go, because that's what they need. They need somebody to play mommy or daddy, because that's their deep issues. But because that doesn't happen anymore, because reality hit, and you have your own children now, they have to go and be in another fantasy, be whoever else they invent. But then that starts to crack. Like even when they try to smile, like they always try to smile when somebody walking past and they face be all like, twitching and stuff. They try to do that because they're never themselves. Like they always live in fear that their character is going to be seen. Like somebody's going to know that they're not as smart as they saying they are, that they've lying about their whole life, that they are fraudulent. Like they're going to figure them out. And most people that got sent know that. They tell you, like, I don't know why you with that person. Like they're not who you think they are. You always got at least one or two people, if you got a really good circle, like that will tell you the truth. Like, that's a con artist, or they might say something like, don't trust her. Like she kind of out there, but when you in, love, or when they love bombing you, you can't see it right away. But they're not in reality. Mentally, that's not. They live in a land of make believe at all times.
I'm gonna disagree with that, because these people are human. They know damn well what they're doing. That's not they in the Lulu land. That no way, no how. They trying to say that because they want you to believe that these people cannot emotionally attach to you because of the way they leave the situation. The thing is, they emotionally detached from you while in that situation with you, connecting to someone else. And that's how they can just leave you like nothing, because they have detached from you and attached to somebody else. And they can just walk away as if you don't mean nothing. You didn't mean nothing before they left. They disconnected from you. These people do not live. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm tired of this unconscious thinking. I'm tired of it, because I know what unconscious is. You ever been in a zone and just drove home and didn't know how the hell you got there? That's not the type of zone they in. They know they planning this. They thinking this. It's all planned.
And that's that they have a split soul. It's what the Bible called double-minded. When they soul is split, and if you go, it's like soul fragmentation. A whole entity, which is like personality demons, completely take over that person. So only God can sort all of that out and find a real them, but that them is gone. Like it's gone. And it's a lot of different, like that's what this technology and stuff is after, is people who have a vessel but are split in a soul and they checked out, so that the enemy can now mind control people. Like it goes into that, but that goes into the demonic realm. But they really, in that being, like that soul tie, that's what was connected. It felt like emotional, it felt like love, because demons have personalities, but it wasn't. It was either lust, it was either like fantasy, it was either rejection, it was rebellion, it was unforgiveness, it was a lot of other things except love.
I'm calling it situation. You know,
Because
Exactly.
it's spiritual. Because they don't. When you have a whole demon, and we do our work too, like once we're out of it, because the enemy put both things together based off soul fragments from trauma in people's past. But when you have demons kind of in like puppeteering, it make it feel like real, but it's a double mind. So every now and then a person is in and out, but they're double minded. That's why the Bible said a double minded man is unstable in all their ways, because they never know which one is flipped inside the body.
But at the
Every now and
same
then
time, they make a decision.
they make a decision.
And so that's how you know they're there. They choose which one they want to go to. And when they run
Yeah,
out with that person, that was the decision that they made. So I refuse to believe that it's all delusional, because decisions, it's not delusional, it's a decision.
their decision was to come in agreement
I think
with
it's,
a
a duality
they
because
it's double minded, and they
decision, but they're delusional in making that decision. They're
right.
conscious that they're making a decision. They know, oh, I'm doing this, but the thought of that they're putting behind it is delusional. It's delusional because they really believe that I'm gonna destroy you with this. I'm
Their heart is wicked.
got
Like,
this over you, and at the end
yeah,
of the day, I'm about to run this game on you. You can
they
try.
like manipulating.
I'm about to hit you. You get home tonight. You think you married. You thought you was married. I'm with somebody new. I live with somebody else. Now, how you feel? And that's why they can run and they want to just disappear. They ghost you. They totally disappear for a few days because they know consciously, they know.
Yeah.
I know how that stung you right there. Tonight, night number one, they banking on you unaliving yourself. They're
Huge.
banking on this much pain has entered into your life tonight. You
Yeah.
unalive yourself, and I won't have to face this. The delusion is I'm not gonna have to face it. I'm not gonna be at fault. I don't have to face. I don't have to face what you did to yourself because hey, I told you I'm tired of your abuse. I'm tired of cheating. Really, what they saying is I'm tired of cheating on you. I'm tired of lying to you. I'm tired of you catching me in all of this cruddy. You know who I am, and I know that you just waiting. They know, guys. A lot of y'all sitting around there with them thinking one day they're gonna change. That narc that you waiting for them to change, they're sitting there and they're saying, I know one day you're going to be done with me. You
Yeah.
cannot just tolerate, you cannot just live with this on your soul day in, day out.
Yeah,
Nobody.
of course.
And they have like it's two type of conscience. You got like conscious that's like spelled with a CIOUS, like I'm awake, subconscious, and unconscious, and you got that type of conscious. Then you got that conscience that's spelled like conscience, like your moral compass. They don't have that conscience that's
I'm
spelled
gonna
like
feel that word. I'm gonna
conscience.
feel that word. Science.
The conscience, it's against science. It's your truth. It's your moral compass. That's what God used. They
Yeah.
don't have that. But on that test where they have like they test that the thing called the dark triad, and that's kind of what we're dealing with more so now. And that's like they got some sociopath tendencies, narcissistic tendencies, and they got that thing called Machiavellianism where they like to manipulate. So they actually scored so high on those that they come in agreement with the devil at a young age, that they like to cause pain, they like to manipulate, they like to deceive people. They have lying spirit. They're 100% contract signed, sealed, and deal. That's
Hmm.
them. And then when they do that, God abandoned them. He like turned them over to a reprobate mind, to a
Yeah.
corrupt mind. So
Come on.
their heart is now a dark heart. These are people that the Bible told us to stay away from, because he said it's they wicked in and out. Like they don't sleep until they destroy somebody, especially somebody good. He said they can't even sleep. He said don't cross paths with them. That's in Proverbs 4. Don't cross paths with them. Don't eat with them. Don't do nothing, because these type of people cannot even sleep unless they make one fall, because the demons constantly torment them.
Come on.
So we got to be careful people we associate with, because there are just some wicked, evil, dark-hearted people.
These also, I'm glad you touched on that because that's something we haven't really touched on in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of y'all to think that narc is laying next to you sleep, everybody think that they snoring and they just they not.
Yeah, like they sleep good.
Man, they waiting for you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That devil is doing things over and around you that you don't even have an idea or know a clue. That's where the black magic start happening.
Yeah.
Hairs out your head and putting anything on you and doing seances around you. Man,
Yeah.
Listen, y'all better start getting some cameras and checking them. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Had I known then what I know now, yes, I would, because they're not sleep. They do not sleep.
No.
There's no peace given to somebody. Every day, just you conning somebody, everybody, you conning them every day, and you just gonna go to bed and just pass out. You a lie. You a lie, because again, these are people that are tormented all day, all night, every single day. When something good comes in their life, because guys, just like for something to be painful and to stay painful, you think about this. Even when you have a toothache, which good God Almighty, that thing will rob you of all your sleep. Yes, it will. That little tooth, that nerve in your mouth, that's a special nerve right there, boy. That tooth will throb for hours, but it'll slack up just a little bit every now and then, just to go right back to the boom, 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 boom. And if it doesn't let off, then you don't get the full throttle. You don't get the full throttle when it comes back on. So the same thing happens with the narc when they're going through it, which they're always going through it. They gotta have some ups in order to have these downs. They gotta be up to some level, because once you start going down and then you just gone past the level of all down, it's like, okay, I don't feel nothing no more. I'm numb to it at this point because it's all pain and it's all the same. In order for it to get worse, then you got to slack up a little bit. You got to pull back, slack up. Look at it. Go let you go get that new car. But we're gonna crash it. They gonna crash it.
Hopefully on your side.
And for everybody out here that's determined, you gonna get this. You determined. I want y'all to hear me on this, because this is me. Okay, determined. We gonna have this home, and it's gonna be the house and the home, and we're gonna have family days, we're gonna have holidays. We're gonna decorate for Christmas, and we're gonna decorate for Thanksgiving, and decorate for every holiday, whatever. Birthday's gonna be this big deal, and this and that, and it's gonna be this. And in our minds, that's how we think. That's how we think in our minds. And guys, I'm saying this because I'm warning you tonight. For everybody that is determined that you gotta be that one in that house with the white picket fence, the house on the hill, and y'all gonna have a dog, and y'all gonna have matching pajamas on holidays and stuff. Listen, that house on the hill, that fence gonna be ragged, that grass gonna be towed up, it's gonna be weeds all in it.
If it don't die, the grass might just be like, I don't want to live.
It's gonna be haunted. I'm telling y'all, man, every house I was ever in with the narc, it was haunted. Them houses was haunted. I used to think it was evil spirits in making that. Okay? I'm telling you, you do not have a chance. At happiness, you do not have a chance. You do not have a prayer in a home with a narc. They have full reign over your happiness when y'all move together. Because that's all we determined. We want to see if we can change this devil. We want to look. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna show this devil some love they ain't never seen. They ain't never had this kind of you ain't never had this kind of love neither. You ain't never had this kind of love neither, and you gonna learn. That's one thing you gonna do. one thing you're gonna do with when it comes to this narc is you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn that, hey man, you know what? You're gonna learn that, man, I should have just went on and let that go. I should have just said, I'm gonna just jump off the train right here, and let this go, because this ain't working out like I think. This, this ain't the interview, this ain't the job that I applied for. Because this crud ball, the cruddiest thing I've ever been around. It ain't like they make every single day, man. I mean, it's torment. It's sad. It is sad. I remember when I first got married, right? I was delusional, man. I was delulu. Delusion. That was me. That was me, Keith. Okay, the delusion. I believed in my mind, guys. I truly believed with everything that being married, that marriage, guys, y'all got to hear me on this. I believed with everything, with my essence. I believed that marriage would change this person for the better. Listen, not me change the person. I believed that, man, I had this bionic in marriage that if just the word itself demanded so much respect that no one could just override it. No, I had this belief that marriage was magic. That you couldn't lie in marriage, you couldn't cheat in marriage, you couldn't be devious, and you couldn't do. I truly believe, and I don't know why I had this silly thought. I mean, I don't know why. But that was my belief that no one, and guys, most of us are like that.
Yeah.
We have this belief that if we just get married, it's going to make everything right. I promise you, man. My promise to you is, if you ever marry the devil, you will never be married.
Right.
If you marry the devil, you will never. What you call marriage you will learn that the only marriage you had was that piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you have that proves you were married. Because you will not have a spouse. Ladies, you won't have a husband. Fellas, you will not have a wife.
No.
Okay? You will have a person that is the same person that you met.
Yeah.
When you get that piece of paper, that certificate of marriage, that's all you're going to have. You will not have a marriage. You will have a certificate of marriage.
And that's probably a life insurance plan on your life.
Listen, they got married. They knew. Let me get this before we get married. And you know why? Because they already know I'm going to drive you crazy. If it's me long enough, you're going to be jumping out a window somewhere.
Yeah. They can declare you insane and get a check and be the payee. They'll do that too.
You're going to get your check at your funeral. They're going to have 2 new supplies at your funeral. They telling your family how they had to pay all this money for your funeral. They telling your family and friends and everybody else that they had to pay all this money that you've been paying on your job this whole time, that they had to come out their pocket. And that's for y'all who lucky enough to get a funeral. Man, for those of us, man, I was in Delulu. For those of us that trust these people with paperwork like that we get the power over our body, our belly. Man, you lucky if you get in the grave. Man, get one of those expensive caskets. They're gonna go into the funeral home, and they're gonna hey. I'm gonna buy them one off of Walmart. Walmart got the cheapest caskets in the world. I'm gonna go call Walmart, do that right there, and we get some fish sandwiches together, and we'll do it outside. So we don't need the church. We'll put it out. We'll do the church. And you're not gonna do that for you.
Yeah.
What funeral homes do sell paper bags for you to be buried in. They sell those foam coolers for you to. When I had to bury my daughter, and I saw those things on there, I freaked out because I didn't think that you can ever even do something like that. And that's the type of stuff they will do to us just because they have to put us in something. And they will just get a paper bag and put our body in it and have us buried. Whatever you have, they're going to do the opposite of what you want. So never really, that's why I got my stuff sitting at my doctor's office. My stuff, I already, ain't nothing nobody can say. And he know I was of sound mind when I did that. So that can't even be contested in court. But that's why I tell you guys, their torture and their karma, whether they discard you or you discard them, is to not chase. I promise you. Because they need that validation. They cannot go into that other relationship feeling like anything without your validation that they got one up on you. They need to know that they won. Do not chase them. I don't care how bad it hurts. Do not, because it's going to hurt their ass more than it's going to hurt you. Do not chase. I'm telling you, they need that validation. They next relationship hinge on it. They self-esteem hinge on it. They cannot go into that other relationship feeling like anything, even though that person is making them feel high, but you are making them feel better than that person. You are validating what they said to that person, them lies that they're desirable. Do not chase. Don't give their ass that validation. I'm telling you.
No. And most of you guys on here are quality. When you're quality and they got you on that pedestal, the next person is not up to the standard of that quality. So they need you quality to like be sweating them or calling them, or they can say, oh, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. That is what gives that next person that drive to work harder for them. It's all wicked. Like wow. I mean, if we really understood what we was dealing with, other than a betrayal and us trying to really explain ourselves and defend our character and our image and everything else they slandered, we wouldn't give them a second thought. But because of what they did was so horrendous, with so many loose ends and stuff, like sometimes we have to, but they want to try to triangulate that and try to get you to be triggered, because they feel like they always knew that they were never good enough for you. So your quality has always been highly valued. But if a highly valued person can set them,
you sped past that part. Can you reiterate that for the people in the back?
They always knew they were never good enough for you. They always knew that from the beginning. They were shocked, like, this person talking to me. I can't believe this person talking to me.
Wow.
Like, that's really how they think.
Come on.
See, but y'all think they mirror y'all because they want you to fall in love with you. No, they mirror you because you teaching them how to get the next person. It's not for you to fall in love with you because they know they ain't on your level. They find somebody intelligent like me. They mirror how I talk. And they learn that and gain that so they can go get the person that they want. I'm telling y'all that you're falling in love with yourself, and they not doing it because they like it on you. They doing it because they like it on them.
And every supply after you and before you, trust me, they are checking on you. You are the standard and the bar.
How often they check?
All the time. I mean, I get messages. I'm like, I don't know which narc is reaching out. Like, who do you belong to? Like, which narc is me? So many will check. I'm like, I wish they would quit using me as the standard, because all of them was terrible. I just give them links like, you might want to reach out and get a coach. You might want to look up this information. But you're the standard.
Station break. We got to take a station break because I got to shout out Patrice Green. Welcome to the sponsorship, Patrice. The love was felt. Thanks. Can we get Robin Phillips? Thank you so much for the super chat, Robin. Robin said, we all have a conscious decision mentally to choose right from wrong. Y'all hear that, people? We all have that decision.
Sure.
If you chose to walk with the enemy, you will have many spirits control. Good God Almighty. If you chose to walk with the enemy, you will have many spirits controlling you. But remember, you chose. You, God, boy, it's some healed people in this chat tonight. It is some healed people in this. See, you don't even talk like that until you heal. You don't even talk because we so used to saying what the narc done did. We don't even pay attention to what we doing. You just went in there and co-signed for that bum a car. And that fool won't even get out the bed and get you a glass of cold water.
Mm-hmm.
We looking at what they did. We ain't even judging what we did. We not, guys, ladies, gentlemen. Hold on, let me let the ladies crack on this for a minute. Come on.
But they choose too, like China, what you were saying, that is true. Like every time, God don't stop like exposing himself to them. They choose to reject God each time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times we was praying with them, like, hey, we should pray, we should go to church, we should do things. They'll sit there, read the Bible, they'll become a preacher and everything. They won't live it, but they'll become a preacher. They'll get the money from it, and they'll probably sleep with everybody. And I mean everybody.
Slow it down. You mean to tell us that it's preachers and deacons and choir members and people that's in the church? This devils?
I had 2 narc pastors, two.
I'm not gonna even begin to tell y'all what a deacon wanted me to do on the side a long time ago. I'm not gonna even say. And he didn't want to engage. He just wanted to get off.
Listen, he's like, hey, look here, baby.
That's what they do.
I'm gonna tell you something. Don't tell nobody. Secret. Can you keep a secret? Ain't that how they do it?
Keep a secret.
Man, they cheat on their wives more than anybody. If they can find somebody, how they do it is they find somebody who have problems. They don't find somebody who in the church who's in that word. They get you while you have problems, and they get you to confide in them. And then Lord knows don't have no financial situation. Then they got you. They know that you're gonna be quiet for that money. You're gonna do what you need to do for that money. That's how pastors and deacons manipulate, and that's what that man was trying to do to me.
My ex loved them prostitutes. So you prostitute. Show me how you did it. Show me how you did it. Well, we can do that right now because God, I'm gonna show you how God forgive you. You show me what you did, and I'm gonna show you how God forgive that. Then we gonna pray because I'm feeling something. That's how they do. I'm telling you, people was telling me stuff. I said, look, I had to keep my relationship with God. You might want to get you a coach, but I'm trying. I got to keep my relationship with God. Please don't say any more information because I got to keep my relationship with God. I'm going to have to hurt somebody, but I'm going to let things go.
He going there like Arsenio went, I'm Reverend Brown.
Yeah.
Y'all look here.
Everybody looking at you crazy too because you're trying to sit up there and you really don't know what's going on all the time. But I was not a good first lady. I'm going to tell you that. That was not the role for me. You have a whole board of people that come, that back up pastors. Okay, it's a whole board that will come to you and they would say, well, you got to be the first lady and it's about the people. I was like, Ananias and Sapphire didn't think so. They gone. Like, I was like, no.
Look, hold up. My girl Patrice Bain said, I was sitting in the garden where I live and the ex drove by staring at me. His old new supply that moved out and went to church. Oh. Poor thing.
Right.
Thing. Yeah, he'll be back.
Out of there.
Look, he was just letting you know I'm coming back, right?
Right.
At cemetery.
The time to get it together.
See, that's the thing. They get love bombed too. And they fall into that trap by other narcissists. And then they end up being the ones being discarded. Y'all think that these people who know about y'all are stand-up people, their morals are just as low as the next person. And they see the game, so they want to participate in it because now they could get a 2-for-1. They're in competition with you. If they can prove to themselves that they can take that person from you, then that's one person that they got some up on. Then you think they want that person? No. That's why you're supposed to step out the way. The more you try to fight for that person is going to fight for that person too, because they're not going to let you win. You step back and let they ass have each other, and that's when that relationship is going to fail. But as long as you trying to get that person, you validating two people. You validating the bastard that left you, and you validating the 304 that took.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to get in your mind. Like I think that's one of the hardest things, like when you're healing in that pain, because that pain, it just kind of take a while just to understand like what's going on, and the fact that you've been betrayed and you have that betrayal trauma that happened. It's once you get it, you'll understand. You don't want anybody that's been sleeping around with anybody. We got to get to a level where we're not accepting cheating as an option for a relationship, because our standards should be faithfulness. Like that should be a baseline, because we're all wonderful, great people who deserves that and don't deserve all of these STDs and everything else that's going around, whether they diseases or demons, whichever ones are being sexually transmitted. But we don't want that stuff. And we have to understand what they got. The new supply got, they got a liar, a cheater, a thief, what else? Crudball, trifling person. The whole facade is fake. You know, they probably got in their dentures. You know, it's like they not really all the way together. So
Man, listen,
they'll be shocked after about week 2. They'll be like, "What? You changed?"
listen,
They'll be sitting there like, "I know you, baby."
for y'all to even think that, again, anybody walking in the room with the narc, holding their hand, anybody holding their hand coming into the room, guys, you look into the biggest sucker in the room. You know how I know? Because I used to be the biggest sucker that walked in the room. That's how I know. Y'all be worried about how nervous you gonna be when you see the new supply. Man, I think I just kind of hoped I wouldn't bust out laughing. Guys, they walking with the biggest loser.
Yes.
Anybody caught with the narc, that's the biggest loser. They not with somebody who has a moral compass that's not going to allow them to be dirty, to be trifling, to make trifling moves. Listen, the new person, they still got to go through it. They still got to get love bombed. And that ain't nothing but psyching you out. They still got getting ghosted. They got to deal with where they disappeared, and they always talking about now the new supply checking on you.
Yeah,
you don't even know. The supply don't check on you. They checked on you because the narcissist, that's you the only thing they talking about.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'm sick of this, and man, this, and they did that, and this, and the minute they come up missing, and they not even with you, they over somebody.
They with somebody. All the other ones.
Loser. When you see the new spawn walking in, and guys, I want y'all to think about it like this. When you see somebody walk in a room with somebody that you know is cheating on them, dogging them, the first thing you think in your mind is that they still with that. I wouldn't. Poor thing, poor little tink. The first thing out your mouth is you feel for that person. You feel you feel sorry for them because you're like, man, come on, you gotta know because everybody else know. And guess what, y'all? The person they with don't know.
No, they so deceived.
Narcissist guys, There is no gray area.
Yeah.
Remember that. Y'all got to remember that part right there. There is no gray area. It's either you all in or you all way out. There is no gray area. We wonder why we put up with all this craziness, because there's no gray area. Yeah, I know they lying. I know this is crazy. I know I feel crazy for being with the person, but I'm all in. I'm still with this fool. If they say, hey, we going over my cousin's house for this cookout tomorrow, then hey, I gotta go over your cousin's house for the cookout and smile. And smile in people's faces and pretend to be happy with someone that everybody at this cookout knows is cheating on me. Except me.
And no, they're not any good.
I think they cheating. I know I caught them doing this. I know they came home the other night, they had no underwear on. Smelling like somebody else. What? I wasn't there. I don't have the ID. I don't have the video footage of their confession that they did it. Guys, everybody dealing with the narc. Everybody. Like it or not, that's where we were. That's where we were. You should be happy that you can say you were there. You're not there. Because some people still there.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not even just that. You walking in there and they know that person. You walking in there in front of a whole bunch of people that they done smeared your name to. Now they got you sitting in front of these people looking like a goddamn fool. You don't know what's been said about you. Everybody laughing at you because they know who he is. And he said this stuff about you and you don't have a goddamn clue. I know because she was I and I was her. So that's how I know. And that's why I tell y'all, don't worry about that smear campaign because they're going to end up eating them goddamn words. When they smear you and that new person smear you, sit back, put your seatbelt on, grab your goddamn popcorn because it's going to come back to bite that new supply in the ass when it's her turn. She going to have to eat all them words that him or her that they smeared you on social media. And you know what? They fade away. Because now they sitting there looking stupid and said all this stuff about you. And now they looking stupid to everybody else. These same people that they smeared you to, even their families. And y'all think these people who knew about y'all tell their families that they stole somebody's man? They don't tell them that they took somebody's man. They say you an ex that can't let go. Just as the narcissist, they all tell the same story.
And the dates don't matter. Nobody do you know how you do your fact check? You got to do a date check with the narc. Look at the papers. Everything be public records. They be sitting there like, oh, I've been divorced for this amount of time. I mean, it felt like an interrogation, literally from, I guess, the mentor deliverance group that was asking, well, when did y'all get a divorce? Because he's saying this. Okay, he's a liar. I mean, we know that. We can all say he's a liar, right? Yeah, he's a liar. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. But then what kind of keep you stuck in grief is talking to those people. Before my healing could start, I had to start cutting them off. I'm like, if y'all want to question anything, you already dealing with enough. This dude then left his whole biological child. That's a teenager, just left, like, I don't have a child. And then left the other kid that we did have together. It's like he didn't left kids and everything and got a whole different fantasy going on. I mean, if you want to question my reality and stuff, I say bye. Once you say bye, I don't owe anybody no explanation. Cut off the family members, fake friends, anybody that question anything, cut off all their flying monkeys, get some of them they live glasses and find out who the venom is, cut them all off. Once you do that, you can start healing because none of them are in your best interest.
No, they
were having a conversation. I got inboxed with one of my ex's friends and had the nerve to start out with, I ain't trying to get in y'all business, but and I had to tell her, I was like, listen, man, at the end of the day, you ain't feel no type of way while this person cheating on me and all of y'all was laughing in my face. I don't want to hear nothing none of y'all XYZs got to say. Okay, I don't want to hear none of it. Okay, it's over. It's done now. What you reaching out to me for? Man, bye. Go.
Anybody you cool with, like any of us on here, we cool with somebody. We not gonna, if somebody bashing them, we're gonna be like, you ain't about to talk about them like that. Like, you gonna step up and say something. But if they are laughing and in agreement with that, they don't like you anyway.
Exactly. And
you
that's
gotta let them go.
Sometimes a lot of, and guys, I want y'all to hear me on this. A lot of people that the narc hung around or was in it, they were able to influence. A lot of those people are threatened by who you are.
yeah.
Everybody wants to be with a good soul. Everybody. See, we can talk about semantics. Oh man, this woman is beautiful. Oh, this dude got money. Oh man, this a king. Oh man, she was in royal family. But who got a beautiful spirit when you meet that person? See, that's the goal in life. And when you meet people and you know, man, that's a good person. That's a solid person. When people see that they are with somebody like that, they don't want to see y'all together in the first place.
Right.
They don't want to see nobody with somebody like you.
No.
See people in that crazy mess that they got to go home to. Because the people who laughing at you getting cheated on, they either cheating on somebody or getting cheated on too.
Exactly.
They love stuff like that.
And you know what? I'm sorry. You know what? Those type of people too will sabotage their relationship. They be in that person's ear saying, man, don't F with her. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because they don't want to see that person with you. That's why they condone them cheating. They help them cheat. They find people for them to cheat with. They help them ghost you. You call looking for them. I ain't heard from them and all this type of stuff. They are helping that person sabotage because they know that that person has something good and they envious of it. And they be damn, they see that person have it and they don't get it.
And that's what I'm saying. These people are extremely jealous. And when somebody sees you with a good person, see, the threat that a good person, for all of y'all who done devalued being just a good person, the threat of someone having just a good person with them. See, that means that that person gets to live a real life.
Yeah.
No, their life ain't just superficial. Based on, oh, we got this house, oh, we got these cars, we got this vacation, we got this money. No, it's based on, man, they got a real relate. They got love in their house. You go in their house, you walk through the door and you feel the spirit. When it just overtake everything, you walk in the house, you feel like it's warm and they cutting and like, dang, what is this all about? And people go around that and they not going home to that. So,
right.
And because they not going home to it, they like, man, when they see it, man, they become they get anxiety about it.
Oh yeah.
They're looking at y'all like, oh man, like, and they really looking at the narc like
yeah,
they deserve. They really looking at the narc like they don't deserve somebody.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all, it ain't just always bad. They looking at it like, man, you a good person. You don't even deserve that. And we sitting around here like, nah, no. I mean, we gonna get it together. You be thinking in your mind like you Superman or Superwoman, and you gonna change this monster.
Right.
You are not going. Listen here, man. Look at me in my eyes right now. I'm here to tell you, you are not going to change this devil. It is not going to happen. I know that we believe that we can do anything. We can do anything that involves ourselves. Okay, you can change anything, as long as it involves just you. Because you are the only thing you have control over. You do not. The one thing that narc has taught all of us, you do not control them.
Oh yeah. Oh, they hate to be told what to do. Oh my God.
To control them.
No.
Okay, that's one thing you will not walk away from that relationship saying that you were the one controlling everything.
Oh yeah. And you know what?
Do not.
I want to add to what you said. Not only do they walk into your home and feel that energy, they can look at you and tell that you will help that person get a leg up in life, that you will better that person's life, and they don't have that, so they don't want to see that person have that neither. So they will help them destroy it, because it's not even just about your energy. It's about you have a good heart and you will be willing to start that business for that person, or take care of that person if that's your cup of tea. And they just know your heart is good, and they don't want that person with that because they're a competition.
It really is a competition, y'all. A lot of times y'all be thinking it's just about money. It be about the relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What? And guys, sometimes it may be jealousy, but it's jealousy toward the narcissist, not towards you.
Yep.
It's jealousy saying, man, how this crap ball got this good person? And that's how it always is. The cruddiest people in the world, they in the, you like, how this cruddy joker get with somebody like this?
Right.
And people see it and know who a good person is, and they just like, man, they wish you were with somebody that was just like you. And we so delulu, we so delulu, we don't even want nobody that's like us.
Because from childhood, I was trained to embrace toxicity. That's all it was in my home. That's all I knew. And that's why at the age of 15, I was out in the streets gang banging and stuff like that, because I didn't know better. But once I had my son at 16, it set me down and gave me a different mind frame. But by then I was already in a relationship with a narcissist and ended up marrying him. And it was just downhill from there. It's like, to be honest, for me not to date is like a breath of fresh air, because I couldn't breathe. I was in a first long-term marriage for 15 years. I was with him for 7, got divorced, off to myself for a year, then jumped right back into something. I never had the chance to breathe. Now think about growing up in this. This is a breath of fresh air to me. And to be able to recognize these people when I see them and just instantly walk away from that situation, no matter how good they look, how much money they got. It's about my sanity, my peace, my safety. It's about me and my children. I no longer have an extra grown person to worry about who don't give a fuck about me or themselves.
Yep.
Just
because it's a contract involved. When there's a contract involved, then you feel obligated, like, I got to do something.
Listen, y'all done got the chat fired up. Like Maruna said, the Narc pastor got the Bible in one hand, got his pistol, got his eggplant in the other.
Yes. That's what they do.
It's your choice to choose. He's flexible like that.
I'm like, I got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's all they got. 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
And see, we think these people be laughing at us when that relationship blow up. They be laughing at the narc because they blew that situation up and they knew the situation was good for them. They not laughing with them, they're laughing at them. And that's why all the time this smear campaign don't even work on people they know. It work on people they don't know. And that's why they take to social media and put this stuff on social media to smear you to people that don't know better, that don't know you, that they could sell them their stories to. And that's why you shouldn't even care, because social media is full of drama. That's where you go for toxicity. That's where you go for validation. And they know exactly how to do it. You just sit back and this too shall pass.
Yeah.
Man, I was just looking up at
and then next supply, they really believe, especially the narc pastors. I had no one knows them, they won't. But the narc pastors, because they feel like, all right, if God anointed you, say he anointed you, he got a call for you, you like, God, I really love you, and you want to be that vessel. They think that somehow, because they're around you and they're getting some of that, like, that anointing or validation from it, that it's them doing it. Like they start to think that it's their glory and they can bring anybody they in and have that same thing. They even will box God out. But when they try to have that replacement of you, they start to dwindle down, because there is no other you. Like, God makes everybody individual and unique. And if you are one of the ones that he chosen that has a spark that stand out, that replacement, whoever they get, they'll just like dwindle off into the background. And
Yeah.
that's what really makes them mad. Like, that's what really destabilized them, because they thought that after being with you, they were going to still have that same level of attention and adoration. But it wasn't them being adored, it was your submission to God being adored.
Ooh.
And you know what?
Ooh.
They always looking for the bigger, better deal. They always feel like something out there is better than what they have. And that's why they jump into something else. But that's why they hoover you, because you are the reference point. When they
Yeah.
jump out there and find something else and it's not you, they come back because they know that that person is not on your level. They come back to you because you were the bigger, better deal. But then you take them back, then they looking for the bigger, better deal again. They always looking at somebody's life on social media, want
Yeah.
that life, thinking it's something better than what they have. It's not all about boredom. They always looking for better.
Poor little
Mhm.
Tink. You know,
Right.
that's why I love that Destiny Child song. Survivor. Good. Y'all better go get that song and play it, because they thought I wouldn't live without you, but I'm living. They thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. Good God.
Yep.
Oh man. Guys, the best thing you could do. Yeah, the best thing you could do. The best thing you could do for this person that has decided, that had made the decision. They was in Delulu, but they still made it, push the button.
They did.
Push the button. So they're responsible.
Exactly.
Mhm.
They push
And
the
they
button.
will be accountable. Like they do have that accountability. They
So
might
guess
sign
what?
a contract with the devil, but hey, that's gonna be in their life. Like, you
Exactly.
sign that contract.
Sign the contract. So the best thing that you could give them is to show them continually, because they watching. But make sure they get them seats way up at the top of the bleachers. Okay? Make sure they're in them seats way back there. They watching the game. They watching every play that you.
Yeah.
But make sure they watching it from the furthest distance that you can get away from them. And the show that they must see, they must continuously, because the most painful thing to this devil is to see you still winning,
Oh yeah.
living, you still breathing. You got the nerve to be smiling, and they doing terrible, and you out here smiling like you happy for real, like there's something to smile about. Because life ain't so good over there with them.
Oh hell no.
Oh, you
Mm-mm.
make it seem like, yeah, nah, I'm all right. Nah, ain't nobody tripping off that. Nah, we good. Nah, well, if you wasn't still tripping, we could be friends. We could be cool. No, we wasn't never friends. We ain't gonna never be friends. My friends don't do that to me. No, indeed. No, and guess what? The narc taught you. You hear me? The narc taught you that they don't owe you nothing. They taught you they don't owe you nothing. Why do you think you owe them something? Why do you think we gotta be friends?
Yeah.
Why do you think I owe you that? I owe you some communication? I don't owe you nothing. When you decided you was gonna go rogue, that's when you took the responsibility of saying, hey man, I'm gonna take everything that comes with that.
Oh yeah.
You're not coming back over here preaching that old mess to me about forgiveness. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Okay? And it's not that I'm saying don't forgive them. You forgiven and you are forgotten. Okay? I don't owe you. I don't have a debt to you. There's one thing that y'all not going to understand. We always talk about it, right? Why does the narc always come back? And we think it, I mean, it's natural, logical to think they come back because, hey, they didn't finish that assignment, right? And that's partially true.
Yeah.
Okay. But the other side of why they come back, guys, not only did they not succeed at destroying you, I need your undivided attention. Not only did they not succeed when they were trying to destroy you and everything in your life and around you, that narcissist cannot move forward in their life.
No.
Because they are indebted to you. They have a debt to you, a debt of forgiveness, a debt of telling you, not only am I sorry, they owe you for what they have done to you. And they are not going to repay you. They're thinking, I'm going to trick you, because they cannot. Listen, guys, for everybody you done did some dirt to out here, if you ain't apologized, every time something crazy happens to you, you go right back to that reference.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to you? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And that's your whole life if you never get it together. Okay. And a narc ain't going to God saying, God, just take this off my heart. I really am sorry about, punching Susie in the arm when I was in the second grade. I didn't want to do that. I really am sorry about, this and that. No, but when you stole grandma's pocketbook, you got to go to grandma with that. You got to go to grandma. I done did some wrong. Even if you're scared to say it, but I got to get this off my chest. I did some wrong. And anytime I did some wrong to you, I just want forgiveness. If anybody that has done you wrong that cannot come and confess it will forever be your slave.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear me?
And that's why it's important not to chase them, or to even get revenge. Because these people, once you get revenge, now you just gave them a reason to blame you for what they did. They will flip that on you. Now they cause all this reactive abuse and do all this stuff and ghost you. So when you come after them or you do something to them, then now they're justified in what they're going to do to you next. And that's just how they feel. Everything they've done has been erased, because now they're focusing on what you did. And when you do get revenge, you're not giving them, you don't have their mind. If you just let them sit and don't do nothing when they leave,
come on,
you have their mind. Trust me when I tell you. They did the con, but you have their mind. They can't move on. They can't live with themselves, because now they have to deal with the fact that you are a good person, and they couldn't push you to the point where you wanted revenge or to even do something to them. So now they got to deal with what they have done. Do not do nothing. Sit back. It's important to sit back and let that situation play out. I know it hurts, but it's going to hurt their ass even more. I'm telling you.
It's stinging them every day that you can show that not over here. Ain't
yeah,
sir. No signs of nothing over here. Guys, y'all, when you are determined that you gonna forgive them for something they ain't even asking forgiveness for in the first place, when you are determined that any old excuse will do, even if they don't give you one, that's your time to suffer. You have chosen this my time to suffer. I'm gonna take the narc back. I don't care what they do. I just want them back. I don't care how bad it gotta be, whatever. I don't care what terms they coming in here on. I'm just gonna deal with it because I just want them back. Then it's your time to suffer. Because number one, you're gonna have that relationship that I don't care what happens. you definitely will be granted that because, and you will care. You will care because you're going to eat it every single day. You're going to be sitting there and watch them because in your mind, y'all still together. But they're not just with somebody else more than they with you right now.
Oh, yeah.
You only get to be with them maybe once a month or every few months or whenever. Because you keep your mind made up and you have determined that no matter what they do, they're such a great person, they're such a wonderful person that I'm going to forgive it even though they did not ask.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve it. They still deserve it, even though they didn't ask, even though they were not wrong, even though I was not wrong, they were wrong. I'm going to apologize.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your turn to suffer. It's your time to suffer because your mind is made up. Remember, can I reference right there? Don't give reference to that. The session. It's your turn to win. When the most powerful thing in this universe is a made up mind. And when your mind is made up, you're going to deal with that trash. Your mind is made up. You're going to just accept it and you're going to keep running forward in it. Then your mind is made up that you're going to feel the way you feel for a long time. It ain't just going to go away. No, it's not going to just kind of stop hurting one day. No, it's going to cry. You're going to cry to sleep if you get any sleep every single day because your mind is made up.
Yeah.
Beauty in a made up mind is that once you make your mind up that you're going in the opposite direction, once you make your mind up, I'm going to be happy every single day. Once you make your mind up that this is my life and it's my turn to enjoy it.
Yes.
Did somebody in the chat hear that? This is my life.
Yes.
And it's my turn to enjoy it. No, it's not the person's turn to enjoy your life anymore. The person that you did everything for, that you would do anything for, that you forgave, that you forgive, that you will give anything and everything you got. And that person won't even get you a cold glass of water, won't get out the bed and get you a rag, won't do nothing that requires you seeing them look like they moved a muscle for you. Won't turn on the light on their side of the bed for you.
Nah.
Okay, it is your turn to enjoy your life when you make up your mind that you're going to do that. Okay, we keep sitting back and acting like this person got us under control and they got mind control and powers over us, and I'm love bonded, I'm trauma bonded, and I'm soul tied and all this. I'm fried, died, laid to the side, all that old crap. We got our minds made up. That's some real stuff. It's not. It's not. It's in your head. Okay, your mind being made up about something can't listen. That changes everything in the universe. Your mind related to you and your vessel. Don't nobody, not even God, control that. God gave us freedom and control over our own mind and will.
Yeah.
That God gave you control over your will, and your will shall be done over your vessel. So if your will is to feel better, if your will is to feel good, if your win is to succeed, to win in life, somebody jump up out the chair and say, "It's my turn to win." Damn it! And win.
Yes.
It's my life, and it's my turn to enjoy it.
Yes. Take a breath of fresh air, guys. Hey, I've been out there. I've been trying, and you know what? It's just so toxic out there that sometimes it's best to just sit this situation out. I think I'm gonna sit this round out. And two, I want to say they won't get up and get you a glass of water. But if they did, it probably came out the toilet.
Yeah, amen.
If they did, they spit it.
Pet cemetery. When something is gone,
narcissist doing nothing. You better not trust that narcissist for nothing. Don't let that narc cook you nothing.
No.
Your mind. They cook you something, you keep throw it in the trash. That's how when you still live with a narcissist, they cook dinner, man, throw it in the trash.
I'm telling you.
Your stomach could be hurting. You won't even know why. They'll know why.
There you go. They're gonna put some radiator flush in your food.
Nana Shell said I be bringing that truth. I told y'all I've been in these situations on purpose.
Man.
I set the devalue stage for a while just to see how it would be. And this dude, his words, the B word was his favorite. And when he saw that couldn't get to me, he just kept trying harder and harder and harder. And I'm just not reacting. You drive them as, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed this stuff because I knew I wasn't hooked and I could walk away. I enjoyed doing it.
You sit there like, dude, this ain't even, I
said, it's Miss Bitch to you. I said, put some respect on my name. It's Miss Bitch to you. I'm telling you, these people are too funny, and I've learned them, and that's why I say I'm going to teach you guys how to get their ass, and it's not toxic, because I know how to work these fucktards, So it's not going to be no way, shape, and form toxic. I'm going to teach y'all how to get them. I just know how to get them because they not that bright, to be honest. Everybody wants to say they master manipulators and stuff. No, they not. You just an unsuspecting victim. That's all. But once you figure it out, it's like, man, gone.
Yeah.
Again.
And they just want to get you in that spot where they hijack, like they pretty much, you give your free will over to them once they have put you in that Delulu land, because things that you normally would have done for yourself, you don't do it anymore for yourself. Everything becomes catered to them. Like you start to just lose yourself and you give them that free will. And your brain, literally, there are studies like your brain do go through changes. If you're around somebody negative all the time and they have like mouth vomit, so every time they talk, they're like vomiting out stuff about people. It's all negative. They never really just give a person a compliment or say something good about a person without following up with something negative about them right behind it. They can't do it. It's not, they just can't. It'll destabilize them. But their mouth vomit is always going in your ear. And if you constantly hear it, something happens in your brain. It's like a dopamine switch to where your dopamine start to get fired up off of hearing negative stuff and talking negative, because every time the narc doing something, you talking about them like they doing this, they doing that again, and and you get addicted to negativity. It take a whole year for your brain to have changes and flip back to the positive. But a lot of times that addiction is not to the way they do, because that's not it at all. We all know that. We all know that. We had to tolerate and all of that stuff. They took our free will and that. It's not that. It's not the kindness and all of that stuff, because that went away after about a month or 2 or 3, however long they had to do to get you to sign a contract in some sort. But it's actually the addiction to the negativity once our dopamine did that flip. And now we have to reprogram our brain by forcing ourselves to start looking at all the good things that we have in life going on. When you wake up, start writing out things that you're grateful for with God. Like, God, I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for, the blessings that you gave me. I'm thankful that I exist and I'm narc free. That's a really good thing to be thankful for, because all they do is suck out your life force. Slowly but surely, sleep with their mouth open.
Hey, look.
Sucking your soul.
Also, I want, first of all, we're going to shout out everybody real quick. I want everybody to put a hand up in the chat if you have ever lived in Delulu. Okay? I just want you to put your hand up in the chat if you have ever lived in Delulu. Put your hand up in the chat.
Hell, I was a whole zombie.
Just get to the super chat show. Lawless.
I was looking like that Beyonce clip where they had her and Jay-Z and she was like doing some rocking or something. That was me.
Delulu. Yeah, I used to live in Delulu. So, my man Lawless, thank you for that super chat, sir. Appreciate the love, champ. Lawless said, ex-wife just left the new supply after 4 years. Why? They was doing so good at each other. I showed no jealousy. It's true. We are the battery. Okay? We are the battery. The supply to the new. We are the battery supply to the new supply relationship. They lose interest. People. Get them, ladies. Go ahead. Yeah.
When they ain't got nobody to play tag with, then that's when the situation died, because it was never built off anything real. It was built off your pain.
That's it.
And so once you remove your pain, they have nothing else to go off of. They have to now face each other and figure out, why in the fuck are we together? That was the reason. Now what do? Dumber and dumberer. That's who they are. They are the dumbest people in the world.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, them sticking together, them being together, when you show any signs of pain, they take that as, okay, I got you again. That's the new love bomb. I got you again. Look at you, I got you. They're going to ride that thing out with the other person for as long as they can. They did the same thing with you. A lot of us sitting around wonder how they making it with the new supply. Don't see how trifling they are. Yeah. Yes, they do. Remember how you saw how trifling they was, and you was still there. Your mama, your dad, auntie telling you, yeah. What are you doing? You want your kids school alone? They not no good. You ain't listening to none of it. Yeah, you was determined. We was determined. We gonna make. I know this. I'm gonna make it, baby. We gonna make this through. Y'all have those heartfelt conversations all night long. You sitting there sweating and crying and everything else, trying to preach to this person that y'all gonna make it. And the narc just sitting there quiet, listening. Like, wow, Delulu, got you. Look at you. You want to talk all and I'm saying that because I remember having those conversations. The narcissist is disagreeable with you on purpose. And the purpose of it is to get you. I just want to get you in Delulu. If I can get you to Delulu, I got you.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah. I had one dude recently.
Let me get these people out the way real quick.
Go ahead.
Phillips. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Thanks for the super chat, Robin. Robin said the pastor was flirting with me at the grocery store when I was 7 months pregnant. 7 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
This fool is trying. 7 months pregnant. Is she 7 months pregnant, bro? And 7 months? Wow, it's some freakazoids out this camp.
Narc pastor too, they do that.
The pastor, it's the pastor in the church. I know you're 7 months pregnant, but Lord, whoa, there's a God.
But God said you're gonna be my wife. Like I think I'm kind of busy right now. I mean, he said now.
Hey, he's like, hey, I know you're busy right now. I know you got a little something going on in your tummy, but look here. After your 6-week checkup, yeah, I know you with somebody, but hey, he ain't. Yeah, you can be over here, baby. Oh, I said, do you see this big stomach? And by the way, you married me years ago. That married me. That's what they do. Know it all, make it all make sense, y'all. Good God Almighty. 7 months pregnant. Pastor in there talking about, turn around for me, ladies. Woo, there's a God somewhere. What was that pageant they had in Coming to America? The Miss Black Awareness pageant.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Thanks again, bro. Robert said, you cannot be friends with your enemy. Every time you go back, those demons get bigger. And it's more demons. Every time you go back, it's more demons. Because they dealing with everybody. Everybody they deal with, they get energy from that person. And that's why it's harder to leave them. Because it's delulu. They get you back in delulu. I get you back in delulu. Look at you.
I told y'all about them parasites. Them parasites want that original host. Like they will literally have you keep going back there until they completely reunite you guys and get your mind infected and take it over. Like it's a real thing. That brain inflammation, it's a real thing. That's why a lot of people, they have a lot of ailments that they think are just like, oh, I got another virus again, like after 2 or 3 weeks. You know, they have a lot of things going on with their health. That inflammation comes from more things other than just viruses and bacteria. And those studies, hey, I mean, I'm reading studies like they doing imaging and testing and stuff on people who have those type of disorders, what they call cluster B personality disorders. That's all of them with no empathy, antisocial, psychopath, narcissistic, all of them. They were coming back positive for that parasite in the brain.
And you
So if
know
it's
what?
contagious, it's going to get to you.
And you know what? They have gotten smart about. Okay. They have gotten smart about how they test people too, because when I was out of this situation and I went to therapy, they were asking me all of the questions and everything, but they wasn't telling me what they were looking for. And I passed all of it. And later on they told me they checked me for bipolar, they checked me for cluster B, they checked me for borderline, and I didn't have any of that. And that's how they have to do, because they know if they alarm you that a narcissist can manipulate them and they won't figure out that you have that problem. But I was so glad when I got my results that I didn't have anything but CPTSD. That's what I've been diagnosed with, and I don't even want that, but you know what, I'll take that. I'd rather have that than to have what they have, because I know that I have a relationship and I can maintain a relationship with God. They never will have that relationship. They will never see his love. They will never see his peace. They will never see his grace. They will never have a fulfilling life, because they chose to turn their back on him and let the devil chase them away from God. But they don't understand, when they do this stuff to us, they don't do nothing but push us towards God. And Satan told God that he was going to pull us away, and the shit he doing is pushing us towards him. That's how stupid he is.
Yeah, he's definitely number one, Delulu. He still think he can beat God. He's still trying. But that complex PTSD, I really feel like there should be a law, because I'm diagnosing that more and more and more, and it's so detrimental to a person's livelihood. It affects them in the workplace. It usually requires some form of like short-term disability. It affects them in their home. It affects their physical health, medical health. It affects so much that should literally be a crime that a person should get charged for. Like, I don't see why the whole domestic violence, I know it's hard for them to pinpoint, but I really feel like we need to do better on our testing methods and that whole process when somebody is diagnosed with that, finding out that abuse and that culprit and being able to charge them with that abuse, because they get away with it because there's no real accountability for it. Like there's no way legally that they can be arrested for narcissistic victim abuse.
Yeah.
But we working on those laws.
We can't hear you, Harry.
I'm back here talking.
Okay. You're back. Yay.
Oh, man, okay. Said the struggle may be hard, but God, you hear that? But God will give you peace that passes all understand, y'all. Listen here. If you ain't gonna get it right with God in the first place, you ain't got a chance anyway. Okay? You just don't.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You know, you ain't got a shot. Just give up. Okay? That's it. I ain't got no advice for you outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna get it right with God. I don't know what attracted you here. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are. Deidre Jones. Thanks for the super chat, Deidre. Deidre said, I'm having a hard time realizing the new supply isn't going through anything with the narc. I'm having a hard time, even if they ain't going through nothing with the narc. Because I'm not there to see it.
Man, that new supply going through one. He's going to sleep with the new supply friends, okay, and make the new supply feel gaslit and crazy for even thinking that that's a possibility. That's happening. I mean, we know how it kind of was. Like, usually they kind of start slipping in the first couple months, but they might do something radical, like marry you or go across town, like for deliverance, or you know how this radical this thing that they do, that they like transform or whatever with God, and this transformation they do, but it's fake. But they'll do that, you know, to keep you once you see the mask slip. But the new supply see it slipping, but the new supply is in competition with you. So the new supply got to keep it together because she in competition with you, and all of her friends and all of they flying monkeys got to see that she better than you at keeping this unstable atom together. Because that's all it is an unstable demonic molecule sitting over there in an unstable state. But she trying to seem like, well, she got something better than you that can keep this together. It's all Delulu. Like, leave them in the narcosphere. Because they still crazy. They still yelling, walking around, fidgety, doing everything that they can do. Like, they still nuts.
Delusion.
And you know what? You're probably not seeing it because the narc is probably the one trapped, probably the one being abused, probably trying to sit there and make that situation work. You know their ego is fragile but so goddamn big. Their pride is that they can't find themselves coming back to you, telling you that I need to come back over there because this B is crazy, because this dude is crazy. These people say they have shame. No, they don't. They sleep with your friends. They sleep with your family. They don't have no damn shame. I find that hard to believe. That narcissist is probably over there trapped with a whole another narcissist that have the upper hand on them. Because one thing you got to understand is when they leave us, they run to go live in somebody else's house. So guess what? That person has the power to kick that narc ass out if he don't do exactly what she want him to do.
Yeah.
And that's why they prove their loyalty to that person and go through large lengths to destroy you and hurt you and inflict pain, because it be that person idea, because of the competition that they are within with you to keep your person. So they want to inflict pain, and this narcissist is going to show loyalty, but you best believe it's something going on in there. You just ain't the roach under the sink.
Wow. I love it. You know, I just wanted y'all.
My first husband getting beat, okay? He had a black guy. She black in his eye.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, oh my goodness.
So
like, oh my goodness.
Deidre says, I'm having a hard time realizing, I don't know, like the new supply might be having fun over there. Narc don't look like he's suffering yet. Maybe I'm not there to see it. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, let's start. Let's go mathematics. we're going to go into science a little bit, right? The laws of attraction, the laws of the universe, let's call it. Okay, the laws of motion, the laws of gravity. He was in a relationship with you, and it abruptly ended one day because his relationship with you and with her at the same time was going on. And then, of course, in your mind, you're thinking, but see, she must have did something. She must have did something that I wasn't doing. Okay, yeah, she was doing something you wasn't doing.
Yeah, her mouth wasn't getting tied yet.
You was doing something you wasn't doing. Okay, let's call it. We're gonna call a spade tonight. You know what she was doing? You know what she was doing that you weren't doing anymore? She was saying, baby, over here, you ain't gotta do that. Here, you could do what you want. Oh, she's Patty. You gotta come in every night? We are grown. You need the car, you need some money, baby. Baby, you've been with the wrong one. Look, look here. Come on, let me make it all better. Okay. She was willing, not just willing, encouraged him to see her in a way where there is no threat. There is, listen, if you come over here, you get to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna have to answer to nothing. There's no responsibility here.
Yeah.
Listen, baby. Listen. We just gonna do it all day, all night, when you don't feel like it, all the time. That's all it's gonna be. And then you just get up and leave. Okay? You don't owe me anything. See, she was willing to do things you wasn't willing to do.
Oh yeah.
She's willing to say, hey, hold up. What you mean? What? She mad because you talking to somebody, to one of your friends, this a female on the phone. She tripping. Nobody trying to go through your phone. No, you could be right here. Man, I'm not
Right.
looking at nobody phone. Oh, I'm never. Oh no, that's out. So she promised him a world of total. She took him to Delulu.
Yeah.
She took him to Delulu. She said, baby, listen, you the man, you in charge.
Yeah.
I follow your orders, baby. No, that's what all women, no, where you been? That's what all women do. Baby, listen. Sometimes you might have to stay over your friend's house for the whole night. Because y'all was at the club having fun. And you might have had a drink or two. So instead of driving home, which is closer, you drive to your boy's house because that's who got your back and they're going to help you make sure you don't get arrested and get pulled over drunk out. Okay? There is no responsibility if you come with me. Okay? And listen, like it or not, if you're around a narcissist more than 30 days, you've already started to form some boundaries. Okay?
Yeah.
You started to form them. Like it or not, you're gonna form them because it's nature. You're dealing with nature here. Okay? The narcissist, the new supply ain't got no boundaries. Listen, new supply don't live with him. And now that the new supply does, listen, like it or not, the new supply starts to develop boundaries because that's nature. You can't be around something not evil and not develop protection. That's nature.
Yeah.
When a narcissist makes a pick, they're making a pick on a target. They ain't going to no target that got boundaries. Somebody
Mm-mm.
gonna hold you accountable. You ain't what? You looking at who? Nah, they oh, you ain't
Flirting with everybody. They do everything.
like that. You're gonna catch them with somebody that's just gonna smile and not say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they look. When you see them in those pictures, y'all notice you visualize it in your mind. In your mind, they not saying nothing. They
Yeah.
just smiling.
And they like to either culture shift or age shift. Or
Yes.
they like to do that because it actually gives them power and control. Because they can always say, like, oh, well, in my culture, we do it like this, or, that's because you're young, or that's because you're like this, or because you're old. Like, they like to have certain gaps in their addiction ships or their stuff, because it gives them that edge or that dominance in their mind. And we have to, like, I'm gonna read these signs of a cult, because when you're with a narcissist, you are actually in a cult. Like, God rescues us, and it's painful because God had to pull us out because
Come
we
on.
couldn't see all the different spider webs and ensnarements. So it's painful because it was urgent for our survival. But
Yeah.
a cult is, you have to have absolute authoritarianism without accountability. That's how narc is. They got to have absolutely control and no accountability. Zero tolerance for criticisms or questions. Lack of meaningful financial disclosure regarding their budget. They want to know your finances. That's first thing. I'm here to help your finances. I got to have the finances, but that you're not going to know everything in and out what's going on with them, because they're so sneaky and slick, like the little snakes. But they have unreasonable fears, that paranoia about the outside world, that often involve like evil conspiracies or persecutions. I
Mhm.
know my ex was like, your family, they're evil, or they're drug users, or they're in the witchcraft. They always gotta, their circle, they're gonna pick out flaws and they're gonna make it like it's so evil for you to be around them. They have a belief that former followers, like those exes and stuff, they're always wrong for leaving them, and never have a legitimate reason why that person was wrong or something that can be proven. You're always going to have some abuse of the members. The leader is going to be right at all times. And the people that's in this, like they're flying monkeys that's in the narcissistic cult, they're going to believe that this narcissist is like this all truth that they have to follow. That's why they love being ministers and pastors,
Mm.
because they get looked up to as if they are God, and they always point out the flaws of different people, because we all have flaws. They just act like they don't.
Come on.
But they always like to amplify those, and they like to put a twist of scripture as if and condemn you. And that's how like people get sucked into their cult. But this is God, is he don't share his glory. Like, he do not play when he say, hey, no idolatry, like there's no other gods before me. I won't share my glory with another. So a lot of times he got to remove us because we got our souls trapped and ensnared by this narc demon, by this person that willingly wanted to say, all right, devil, I hear you in my ear. You talking. All right, what you say? Oh, her. Okay, yep, I'm gonna get her. Or him. Oh yeah, I got him. I got him. Let me put on that dress. They make that deal with the things in their head because they all hearing something. And they go and they do that trap and they put you in their cult.
Wow.
And that's what it is.
Y'all hear that? Y'all been in a cult.
Oh
The
yeah.
new supply is in a cult. You can't tell them nothing. They're brainwashed.
Not only did you live in Delulu, yeah, you was in a cult with that thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't even know it. And all the time, and again, to have the nerve, the audacity. You
Yeah.
had the audacity come up in here, Deidre, talking about the narc. winning over there, the new supply. I don't see them.
Yeah. That's so disturbing to me.
Crazy. They look like they just, and at the end of the day, you gotta understand something. Bad begets bad.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't ever. I want you to try this month, okay? Try this month, and I'm saying you can pick anyone you want, any of them. Pick a bill that requires money and send them any form of payment that is not money, and see if it begets that bill being paid. Just try. This
No.
little thing, it ain't nothing spiritual about it. It's just go out there and test the laws of nature. Okay, with science, with modern science. Pick one of your bills: your car note, your rent, your house note, your electric bill, your water bill, whichever bill, your cell phone bill. Send them a payment that is not monetary. Send them a payment that's not monetary. If you don't think you get what you get, you get what you put out. Because the moment you send them a pack of spinach as payment with a cell phone bill, they're going to cut it right off. They're going to say,
Yeah. You know what? Let me say this. They knew that they was dealing with somebody. See, what they look for is no boundaries and desperation. And they knew that they was dealing with somebody who was desperate and somebody who had no boundaries, because they tested that person to see if they were willing to help them cheat and F you over. So they knew that person didn't have no boundaries and that person had to be desperate. And they knew that they was dealing. And what y'all need to understand is anybody who goes after somebody who's in a relationship or a marriage is looking for, is a person that saw their dad wasn't shit or saw that their mother wasn't shit. And so they go after that's, and they never gonna treat that person right, because now the woman that looks at her dad as if he ain't shit see men as he ain't shit. And the one who sees her mother as that see the same as women. So they not gonna treat that next person right, because to them that person ain't shit neither, especially if they help them do the things that they did to you. These people are not stupid by no means. They know what they're getting themselves into, and that's what they choose to run to. And then when they can't control that person, they want to run back to you where it was easier to control, but they need to stay their ass over there where they thought the grass was greener and water that shit and stop pissing on it. Because I'm going to need this relationship to last. Because I don't want this dude coming nowhere near me. And it's funny, my daughter, she advocating for her dad. It's like, Mom, you and dad. No. I told her, I said, yes. She said this yesterday. I told her, before I take him back and this last one, I will my own throat.
Yeah.
ooh, boy, oh boy.
My grown son said that about his dad. He was like, when I was trying to get him to intervene with the son, he was like, I understand, like we all know, like dad's mental status, like he's not capable of being able to do anything functional. Like I get that. But he understands.
Ooh,
Like,
man.
we try to have his presence, but they understand that their dad, like something is off. And they know that they do not want you guys to talk. They try to figure out, like, how did y'all meet exactly? But they know that something is off with them.
Yeah.
Look here. Let me say this. I love my son. Love that dude. Son, don't ever ask me to do nothing like that. I don't love you that much to do that for me. I thought being in it, trying to stay in it, meant I loved you. I ain't going back in it. Bruh, the house was on fire. I pulled you out the house. The house was on fire. Don't ask me. Don't play like that, son. Don't even play like that. And I'm saying I've seen that happen. And I think that's why for me, I think that was the seal that I needed to see. I needed to see it happen just like that, where the child went to the other parent. I saw the child go to the father, right? And say, come on, give moms a chance again. I saw I know the child that went to the father to say, nah, mom really going, and I saw how he took her back and just it took her back. And I'm talking about old people. I ain't talking about somebody young. I'm talking about people in their 70s. And watched her try to destroy him. Played crazy. Oh no, I lost my mind. I'm crazy. But help me out, baby. Help me. Come on. We we supposed to be together. The moment she could walk back into the house, she done set up shop. Listen, got right as soon as she got back with him, got with one of his neighbors.
Oh.
Man,
Pet Cemetery.
Don't you ever, listen, don't you ever take no back. Listen, when you take a narc back, you're taking a garden tool, okay? The one you dig up, you're taking an HOE back. Either way, male or female, HOE back, and you're taking cooties back because they got cooties. They've been everywhere. Everybody that would touch them, they done touched, and now they want to come over there to you to make it clean, seem like it's clean again.
Yes,
it's not. It ain't ever gonna be clean again. And you sitting there damaged, and guys, the only reason you want them back. Let me tell you why you want them back. Okay. I know we be thinking that if we get back, maybe this time they gonna act right. Maybe this time they gonna do right. The only reason you really want them back is because now you're addicted to the abuse.
Yeah.
You don't want them back because you want them to love you.
No.
You have been subjected to abuse for so long that's what you understand as love from that person. You don't even expect that fool to come in there saluting you and bowing and treating you with respect now and this is a new person. This is another. No, you want them back because you miss the abuse, you miss the torture, you miss the lies, you miss the deception. Okay, you miss the hope you had, hoping one day they're gonna change, one day they're gonna get it together. You miss dreaming. This time we're gonna go on vacation. It's gonna be nice. This time we're gonna go somewhere they're not gonna be cheating on you. They're not gonna be eyeing these other people. They're not gonna be doing this. They're not gonna be doing sneaky stuff. Guys, you miss all the wrong things. You only want them because now you have become so accustomed to the abuse that now you're addicted to being abused. And when they start abusing you, and they will, guarantee, that's a money back guarantee on that one. Okay? That's a guarantee on that one.
100%.
They're coming back. They're coming back to try to destroy you again. And when they get back, you're going right back into the arena of disrespect. When they get you behind them closed doors, and it's gonna be fast. It ain't gonna be no 6 months. You crazy. It's gonna be tonight. Y'all got together tonight. The war starts again.
Yeah.
As soon as you close that door, the war starts.
Because
getting away with that.
That's how they get their validation. That's how they feel good about themselves, by putting somebody beneath them, especially somebody they know that they're not on the same level with. They have to abuse you. They have to, because that's how they feel like they have power. That's how they take your power, by abusing you. They have to be in control. And that's the point of abusing you. They have to control you because everything has to go their way. They do not like for no one to tell them what to do. No one. They don't like ultimatums. They don't like suggestions. They don't like criticism. They don't like you opening your goddamn mouth. They don't want to hear your stories. They don't want to hear your input. They don't want to hear shit you got to say. You got to shut the fuck up and listen to them. If you ever talk, watch them, how they roll their eyes in their head, like, you know, they don't want to hear nothing you got to say. It's all about them. They don't want to, because they know that you are a good person and that you have accolades and intelligence and everything, and when you speak, you make them feel less than. So they don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. It's about them. It has to be about them, because they have to feel like they are somebody. Their self-esteem is so damn low that they don't want to hear you speak. You have to be beneath them.
Got to. The only way they listen, they was attracted to your light. It was attracted to your light. But they pulling you to the dark.
I'm sorry, y'all. I get passionate.
That's so true.
I swear to God, I get so passionate because these people are so freaking selfish. I'm sorry.
My most recent ex, he actually got on his card. He a counselor now. He's self-made counselor. No school. You ain't got to go to school for that. Okay. But he up here studying, like he telling people about their brain, the transmitter. So I'm like, well, you know, it's kind of like this. He got so mad and irate, like, I know what I'm talking about. No, you actually don't know what you're talking about. You think you're me. Like, you know how much you got to learn about just the whole neuroscience and all of that. Just know what kind of neurons is firing. You telling these people information, but they want to get a lot of people that know nothing about anything so they can be like, and they're lying the whole time. They just making stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you teaching on a, I'm really curious to know, how are you teaching on this stuff?
Right.
And you know nothing about what you're talking about. You are the disorder. I'm just trying to figure this out. And they don't like to be corrected at all. That's your problem. You're not submissive. You're just like, you're trying to just, why don't you just go and be a surgeon? Here go a lab coat. Why don't you just go and cut on somebody? But that's how they feel.
One day, I was like, so how can they teach narcissism in a classroom? I mean, do y'all have like a narcissist in the classroom saying, oh, and somebody studying and saying, see, everything that person just said is a lie. I could do it. I don't know if I could find a volunteer that would just let me, you know, evaluate them all day long, because that's not going to be a good feeling. Robin Phillips, yes, Robin. It does feel good to be on the other side. Thanks for the super chat. Robin said, what you don't know can kill. Stay woke. These channels are blessings. You will never win with these people. Get out. Listen, Robin is woke up in here. Hey, Robin, don't it feel good? Don't it feel good to just be? Don't it feel good to be able to see this and see people and be able to go out and mingle and talk to people and not be afraid of meeting somebody that's going to just take advantage of you and just be this victim, and you never can get your feelings back, and you know, like, am I going to feel good again? Because that's the first thing we always worried about. Am I ever going to feel good again? Will I ever actually get to that place? Man, if I told you how to get there, you wouldn't trust what I'm saying.
Right.
You wouldn't trust me.
That's true.
Case in point, I'm gonna tell you right now, because it ain't no secret. It ain't like it's a secret.
Hey, Okay, guys.
Look, I ain't got no magic potion in my pocket. I'm about to all green bubbles and
Yeah.
no, ladies and gentlemen, it's called your mind.
Yeah.
You've been taught all your life. Somebody trying to brainwash me. You need to be brainwashed. You need
Yeah.
all that filth, all them lies
Yes.
washed out your head. All these people telling you what you can't do,
Yeah.
Mhm.
telling you what you can do. Okay,
And
what you can do is you can control your life.
yes.
Yeah.
You can control your vessel.
Yes.
Guess what? This is gonna be a little heavy. You you have the power to control your thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Your
Yeah.
thoughts literally control your destiny. If you think, you hear me? Wow, that's powerful. If you just think that you're happy, good God, somebody caught it. If you
Mhm.
just think that you're happy, and for the advanced stage people, the advanced stage, when you make up your mind, that's it. If
Mhm.
you make up your mind, that's it. Whatever your mind is made up to do, whatever. But you're gonna be a demolition, person. You're gonna be a loving, caring, wonderful person, giving this and that. Whatever your mind is made up, and I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how you know what your mind is made up about. Okay, your mind is made up about everything you do every single day.
Yep.
Every activity that you're in, everything that you volunteer to do, every time you go to work, hey, your mind made up. I'm going in there because I need to get this money. Look, I'm gonna go in this store because I gotta give me something to eat. My mind is made up.
For sure.
If you just channel that mind into a happy place, guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna put that meat suit that you had on with the Narc down right the moment you decide I'm
Yeah.
happy. I
Yeah.
see that to people and they be like, man, what you high on? You happy? What you high on, bruh? Because you gotta be I'm high on life, bruh.
Yes. That's the best
Well,
feeling.
Yes.
everybody is not privy to that. Do y'all understand that most people go through life without the cure? Most people go through life and they take the bad relationship they went through with somebody and they carry it for their entire life.
Mhm.
Other people that they get with, they never get in, they're never in that happy place because they're still just trying to figure out why I couldn't figure that person out. They stuck right there. And I'm talking about it'd be 50 years later, they still stuck. What was it? What did I do? What did they do? Why couldn't they figure it? Who cares? Listen, whatever they did, it didn't work. Whatever it was, it didn't work. It wasn't worth it. Now it's your turn to win.
Yes.
Mhm.
Make up your mind. I'm gonna be happy. I'm happy. I'm gonna be happy because
Yeah.
I want to. Because I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of waking up feeling in being in a relationship with somebody that I gotta feel like I'm second to that phone and I can't look at that phone. I can't know what they doing at
Yeah.
the phone. I'm tired of living my life not knowing what's gonna be going on tomorrow. I'm tired of living my life married on paper, married on paper, but don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm married. Huh?
And that's a hard decision that has to be made, like that marriage one. Like even my sister-in-law, she's staying married and he been with the mistress for like 15 years. plus, but he, they go back and forth. But it's like at some point you have to start taking control of your own life, and you have to say, this is over. I'm filing. I'm going to sign those papers, because the covenant is broken when they're being a whore and sleeping around. That's it.
What
God
covenant?
okay with that. God, the demonic, the
That,
demonic
that
covenant.
imaginary covenant, that old lie we telling ourselves
Right.
every just
And
because
we,
you took that devil to church don't
yeah.
mean you married to it.
And God was like, he ain't do he wasn't even in it. But everybody put him in it like, well, what God is joined together, I ain't joined that together. I'm
God,
gonna help you because I'm loved, but I
that-
didn't join that together.
that's some mess that preacher told y'all, and the narc showed you. It ain't that
And so
he had
he got
no
into the code.
covenant. That
That
narc showed you that the marriage didn't have no covenant to them. It didn't
not
have,
at all.
and it was not a marriage because a marriage is an action word.
Hmm.
A marriage is an action word. It shows action on both parts. It's not just you acting like
Mm-mm.
a wife or you acting like a husband. It's the duality of both of you acting
Yeah.
like a husband and wife.
And
It's
being intertwined and one. They never do that.
it is
Ever.
an action word. And if you call yourself married and it's not that, you're not married. You in there on some you stuff. Well, God, can you do this? And you're gonna stay on your knees begging God to change it and this to it and do that to it. And that's gonna be your whole life with that demon. Lord,
Hmm.
change it. Lord, can you do this to it? I know I was hard-headed, Lord. I know. I was hard-headed. I didn't want to get it together, but I'm here now. See, that's the kind of mess you go to your job and tell your boss, look, I know that I was supposed to be at work yesterday, but look, I'm here now. All right. Forget yesterday. You don't get to work that type of deal with God.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? God's like, look, man, just because you went in there and put some doo-doo on a plate, don't come
Hmm.
in and act like you serving dinner to nobody. Okay? No.
And
That's
people get tricked.
clear.
But
They
tricks are for kids.
they
Can't get
so
tricked.
badly want you to think that they are the prize. And when you marry them, that's all you showing them. It's not, it's a license to get married to you, but it's a license to abuse to them. It's a business transaction and they seeing it as I get to abuse you. I get to mistreat you in exchange for your love. It's all a business transaction to them, but it's about love and having a family and having longevity. And you take your vows serious, and they don't. It's nothing to them. It's all a trap to get you into a business contract with them and make it harder for you to leave because now you got to go through the process to get out of it. And that's
Yeah.
why a lot of people don't want to file and they sit there because the process of getting out of that is too long and too much. But I'm glad that I fought to the very end because at the end of the day, can't no judge force you to stay married to somebody you don't want to. So I was going to fight for as long as I had to get this thing over with. And thank God it's going to be over in September. And there is nothing that this man can do to postpone it because now that that attorney is gone, he have to get up and speak for himself, which he sat in that courtroom and never had to say a goddamn word. But now he got to open his mouth and the judge gonna see him for who he is. And I thank God for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna
Because it's very detrimental.
Yeah.
And it's been like studies. They did a study years ago. They said we have about like 60,000, the average person have about 60,000 thoughts a day. However they measured it, they can measure certain things. But they said that most people spend 90% of their thoughts, that's 90%, in the past. Even though there's no time machine, even though there's nothing we can do to reverse time, most people are walking around spending 90% of their 60,000 thoughts. That's average. You got some that's more racing, some that think slow, but average in the past. And so, what we have to do is we have to start reprogramming our thoughts and what we're thinking and all of that stuff because we have to live one in the present. And
Mhm.
then we have to get our thoughts out of somebody else's head
Come on.
that is delusional. Like I'm in people's heads every day. I don't want to be, but it's really not. It's really like you will be surprised. Like it's really nothing you can figure out in there. Like they just need a whole new brain. So you don't want to put your thoughts there like, well, I wonder what they're doing here. As soon as you say I wonder or I'm thinking or if the new or this, that, and the other, as soon as those words come out, you gotta do something to shift. Either write something down like, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk, or I'm gonna go to the gym, or something about yourself. Like I'm going to post something, or I'm going to write a page in a book that I'm going to put together. I'm going to write a poem. Do something that your creative self can do for you, like your own spark for you. Or I'm going to like smile at my child, or I'm going to do something for me that's going to benefit me and get that thought off of the toxic and put it in the present on you. That's the way that you can start just re-transforming your entire way of thinking in your brain, because the brain will follow your thoughts. Transmitters and chemicals, all that, that'll follow your thought patterns. If you're thinking sad all the time, serotonin's gonna drop, dopamine's gonna drop. You're gonna need something to help with that. If you start thinking positive and happy thoughts, you're gonna increase that oxytocin. You're gonna increase like some of that serotonin. You won't need the medication as much. But the narc only make your brain go down. Nobody on here can say they life went all the way up and soared through the clouds when they met the narc. Everybody say my life went downhill from there.
You know what? A lot of people think because these people steal their ideas and go take it over to somebody else that is going to prosper. It's not, because that was not their gift.
Come
They
on.
took
Right.
somebody else's gift and tried to share it with somebody else, but that's the gift that God gave you. And that's why it's going to always fail. They may get it up and going in the beginning, but they don't know how to maintain because they don't have that gift like you to maintain it as if you had started that business or whatever. A lot of people think these people just ride off into the sunset and just live happily ever after. If somebody, if
Ooh.
they gave you closure and they sincerely left the relationship in the right way, then I would consider that maybe they did. But the way these people leave and how to try to destroy you on the way out and afterwards, these people are not happy people. If I'm a happy person and happy to be away from somebody, I'm going to disappear. I'm not going to try to do nothing to you, to hurt you, to ruin your life or harm you. And a lot of people, I'm learning too, staying in these marriages and these relationships because they scared that sex video is going to be released to them. I don't give a damn. Release them all. I don't care. Somebody wants to see some butt in the air, go for it if that's your cup of tea. I,
Oh,
I
God.
hey, I don't give a damn.
It is what it is, and that's what it is. But you ain't holding me hostage with
No, not at all.
Wow.
Not at all.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
There it is. From hopeless to victorious. Thanks for the super chat. She said a 3-chord strand, soul tie versus a soul trap. Man, they trying and they trying and they trying again, and they fail again. They can keep renaming it. They can slice it, dice it, fry it, lay it to the side. I don't care how you flip it, flip it, take it forward, backwards, upside down, inside out. Your will is more powerful than everything. God said you have a free will. Even God himself does not control your will. That is just all gas, straight power. Okay? Straight power. It's nothing anybody can say or take back from that. You are in control of your destiny, but you better look at the big picture. And the big picture is, what have you determined to be your destiny? A whole lot of us have determined that our destiny is going to be with this devil.
Yeah.
Determined, no, I don't care what I gotta go through. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. This is what I'm gonna do. And that's why you in hell. Because your mind is made up. I'm gonna win this time. No, I ain't giving up. I'm gonna keep fighting for this. You fighting for something that you losing at.
But that three chord, what she's saying there, like, and this is kind of where we can kind of get deceived. Like, the enemy is a deceiver, and he does know the Bible. That three chord strand, usually that's intended for, like, if God join people together, which he do all the time, it's like you, that spouse, and it's God, and that's a solid thing that'll like do wonders in the kingdom. When
Mhm.
you get deceived, you can have good soul ties, you can have bad soul ties. Like us talking like that can be a good soul tie form, because soul ties are just people that you have like minds or you're in communication with. The demonic soul ties, those are the ones that you get tricked, and then those are detrimental to your health. Like those can take you out. So you have good ones and you have bad ones. That happened a lot with the narc. The soul track, that's a little bit deeper. That's like a soul tie on steroids. A lot of times that's done by the occult, witches and warlocks. When you're dealing with a narcissist, because it's a cult based on that is the very well mind. That's their website, but that's their criteria that they put together. What defines a cult? So
They got
based on their definition of a cult, that's what we were in.
they
So
got
when you're in a cult, you're dealing with a master warlock or a high level priestess witch, and your soul is trapped. That's trauma. So they can trap part of your soul. That's that soul fragmenting, whether they know it or not. Most of them do know that they're practicing that. Like my ex said, he made a deal with the devil in prison. I don't know how that's broken, because he's still like kind of operating, but a lot of them make these deals with the devil and
hold
they
up,
seal
hold up.
it with
Slow that down. Slow that down. Because see, I want to help people understand what that deal with the devil look like. Because we got this thought in our mind.
you don't want to see
We,
that.
we got a thought in our mind like, wow. So would y'all go to like this boardroom and you sit at one end of the table and the devil say he gonna give you this, and then if you sign, you got to sign a piece of paper to give up your soul.
That Eastern Star, that's a high level type of occult. They don't think so. That's like the Mason Lodge, but that has occult um demons tied to it. That's like it'll mess up a bloodline. So that's a whole level of stuff that gotta happen.
Is
But
that
yeah, that
into that when you go into
the contract.
soul, when you're selling your soul to the devil, guys, that simply means that you are in agreement with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it means. They don't stop looking at it like y'all would, like you was up at an auction one day and oh, that's your soul over here. That's
Do
not
that.
what you're talking about. That's not what soul. Listen, when somebody sell their soul to the devil, they selling their soul by being agreeable. They're doing the
Yeah.
work of
And it's an act involved. Like he had to do himself, his oral self. He had to do himself, and there had to be a agreement. Okay, he sealed the deal. Okay, and when he sealed the deal with
no.
himself,
I'm
and
just getting a
he
visual
was
of that.
astro
I'm just getting
projected.
a visual. I'm getting a visual of like,
I didn't. You can't.
who,
Some
who,
things you just be like, what?
well, how
Like,
could you get pleasure knowing you're doing that to yourself?
he
Like,
said he was
The
flexible.
same
He
way a
did
dog get pleasure in licking himself when he put that
exactly.
leg up.
but it's
And
dog.
he was like,
Dog
I'm
is
flexible,
cleaning
blah blah
himself.
blah.
The
But
dog, an animal was actually clean. They're grooming.
I know.
Goodness.
That's what he's doing, grooming
They
himself.
probably had a whole different him. The female him was probably in charge. I don't know.
He's
But
grooming himself and say, hey, that feel
I
good.
just know he sealed
Let me try
he
some
sealed
more.
the deal multiple times. He said he had the power, like he was astro projecting. I mean, once you do that and you just say, "Okay, I'm going to be a pastor for God," I don't think that's how it works. The devil don't. He just don't like retire his employees. Like that's not what the devil does.
No, no, no.
So
And
that these are assignments.
whatever the devil promised the narc ain't
Yeah,
never gonna get. Okay?
yeah,
Remember that. Remember that. Whatever the narc got promised, that narc ain't. And that's why they work so diligent. Because they think one day, come on, man.
mm-hmm.
I came over here and been agreeable to all this crud and dirt that I'm doing. And come on, man, you supposed to look out. And the devil ain't never gonna get paid. You've been working all this time, you not get
No,
paid.
no.
That's how it works, y'all.
They
Hey,
get that gift of deception. That's it. They can deceive. And they have, if they bring down a person, especially a believer, see a lot, and that's as us, like one thing I would give advice for to people, don't get married too quick. That was biggest issue there. The trauma will make you get married quick because you're like, oh, this is the one. Don't go to Vegas. Don't do none of the stuff you see on TV. None of that works. They are looking for you
man,
to tear down and get that contract.
I tell people that all
No,
the time. I saw
Satan.
one person did was it used to be in the chat, did marry somebody, and I mean like within 2 months, I was like, yo, how you gonna say you follow my channel and marry somebody in 2 months? Ain't no, I'm not sanctioning that. Cause I know it ain't gonna work. I ain't even gonna pretend to you like you got a chance. Because you don't got a chance.
Are you talking about me, sir?
You just
That was a month for me. Are you talking about me, sir? Because it took me a month.
well, hey, they hit case in point.
The first one took 2 years and it still didn't work.
Hey, look, there you go. There you go.
I think by month two, I probably was pregnant. Let me see, very pregnant.
Hey, one thing you got to do, one thing that you got to do at the end of the day is you got to take your time.
Yes.
You got to learn how to eliminate people from your life.
Yeah.
You're going to meet good and bad. You
Oh, yeah.
got to learn how to.
Mhm.
One of our biggest problems, and I'm saying that's also one of my biggest problems, is learning how to eliminate people because we just want to be liked by everybody. We just don't want that bad feeling that, oh, that
Yeah.
person like me, you know? So we try to be agreeable with most people, but, you got to learn. We all have to learn that. Hey, man, everybody don't get to just enjoy that space beside you. That's
Yeah.
a special position, and we don't treat it like it's special, but yet we want the one crackball that we would sacrifice everything in our life for. They wouldn't even get up out their bed to give us a glass of water.
On
And
a hot summer day.
man, and we sitting there thinking that these people somehow, some way, someday are going to actually get it together and act like a human. And they're not.
They got contracts.
That's not in their contract, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Hey guys, this has been an incredible show tonight, a session like no other. And we love it because this is what we do. I told y'all we was jumping this narc tonight. That's how it's going down. Ladies, what y'all gonna leave me with tonight? Go ahead, punch.
I'm leaving with the terminology. Know the terminology. And they say they flexible. That mean they perverted. I mean, they done some things that you can't unhear and you can't unsee. So understand that because that's the line that multiple has said, and they done some things. And then you wanna always remember that these narcissists they have those contracts. with the devil in the demonic realm, and those don't get broken. So no, they're not changing. We have to get out of the mindset that they change for the new supply, or any person. We got to start calling people humans, but they didn't change for them. They didn't change for nobody. Nobody likes them. They mama don't like them. Daddies don't like them. Nobody likes them.
Yeah.
They usually homeless when they meet you, and
Well,
that's why they gotta rush and get a contract with you. But
come
you
on,
just gotta know that
say,
regardless of anything that you give to these people, many people have given them like what builds up their little out, physical out characteristics now, and they still haven't succeeded. But they will give you nothing at
woo,
all, nothing at all, but misery and terrible stories, and that is it. And problems. And hopefully you didn't get any sexually transmitted diseases or sexually transmitted demons, because they fully loaded. And that's
package,
all I'm gonna leave them with tonight.
the package deal.
The
Yeah,
package
so,
deal.
appreciate you.
No matter, I'm gonna say, no matter what a person put me through, I'm just grateful that God has custody of my soul, and I will never give that to the devil. See, like Keisha said, these people signed a contract with the devil, but they didn't read the terms and conditions. And those terms and conditions was, he told them, for as long as you down here, you will not have to face accountability. But what he didn't tell them was, once they leave, they're gonna face it with God.
Hmm. That's deep. That is deep. Everybody should be putting that in the comments. Like, that's deep, China.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
That's
I
truth.
what made you think that God? Well, you think God just gonna let them get away with whatever right here?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's funny.
Man.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Listen, y'all. Every one of y'all that think that this devil ain't getting it every day, all day, you are lying. Everybody that think, I ain't even saying that you saw this or you saw that or whatever. If you think they got away with what they did to anybody, if you think that you got away with doing anything to anybody, you're lying to yourself. Life doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. It never has. It never will. You're not going to defy the system that has been in place all through time. None of us are going to defy that system. We're not going to bend it. It's there for a reason. And everybody before us has tried the same thing that we tried. Okay? The system is there and it's there for a reason. The system works. Make your mind up that you are going to enjoy your life. That's it. Nobody has control over what you made your mind up to do. Nobody but you. You are the only one that controls that. No one else. You worrying about feeling bad and feeling down. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't this. I can't. Listen, man. Some of us need to not eat. Some of us need to not sleep. Some of us need to worry. We need that because we have betrayed ourselves to a fault, to a place where now we seeking out this crazy behavior. We done got to a place where we have lost our mind. We are chasing the pain. We have lost ourselves to the place that now they the only one that can fix it. My heart is broken, and it's broken because I ain't with the narc. The narc, the only one that hate me so much. The one you mean to say that the one who caused the pain, the one who inflicted the pain, the one who treated you worse than you've ever been treated in your life, is gonna come back to you and fix what they have destroyed? You are losing your mind if you believe that. If you think that they're out here fixing life for somebody else, you crazy. Oh yeah, I know. Look, I couldn't leave a pair of drawers around this fool. They stole everything. But they going to the next person, they ain't stealing nothing. You're lying to yourself. And that's what I'm saying. The longer you stay around this thief, this liar, this fake, this rat traitor, the longer you stay around them, the more you believe it's possible they could change. They showed me they had a good side before. They showed me that we had potential. People, just go to the good person on your job. You know what I'm saying? The good person on your job, they the good person, not because they said so. They the good person because you saw what they did. Every day they were consistent with it. So was the narc. The narc showed you who they were, and they were consistent with it. They engraved a pattern in your mind that's all you can see. You know what they're about. And we have the nerve to sit back and say, I think they acted right for this other person. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hand up when I say, was you in the land of Delulu? The only place that exists. That's the only place that exists. Where Delulu is the only place where the narcissist acts right. Okay? When you're in Delulu. Good night, y'all. Look here, man. Like we came.
Bye, guys.
Peace. Good
night, guys.
Thank
See you
you,
guys Sunday.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to drag this devil some more.
See ya.
That's what we love to do. That's what